Hello everyone and welcome to the Frog Squad. My name is Tom and today I'm going to be talking about the next big update that's going to be coming to Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, and that is called Title Update 14, or also known as TU14. Today I'm going to be talking about the features that will be in TU14, and I'm going to be kind of clarifying how certain I am that these features are going to be in TU14. So, like, are they definitely going to be in TU14, or are they maybe going to be in TU14? So today I've got a list of a load of features that I reckon will almost 100% be in TU14, and I have good reasoning behind that, and I will explain that after I've gone through the features. I'll explain why I think these will almost definitely be in TU14. But yeah, we've got a lot of features to go through, so let's get started. So the first feature that I reckon will almost totally, absolutely be in TU14 is the Ender Chest. If you guys don't know what the Ender Chest is, I'll quickly explain it. It's like a normal wooden chest that you store your items in, but it works a bit differently. They work together. So say if I have two ender chests, two separate ones, and I put my diamonds in ender chest 1, then I can actually go into the second ender chest and my diamonds will be in there as well. So they kind of work as a community chest. So if you put your items in one ender chest, it will be in the other ender chest as well. Ender chests are made out of obsidian and eyes of ender, I do believe. The next thing that I think is coming to TU14 are emeralds and emerald ores. Basically, emerald is a material, it's more of an item really, but it's like diamonds, it's an ore, and it's actually rarer than diamonds, I believe, but yeah, it's an ore, it can be found, and once mined, you get these emeralds. Emerald ores can be mined with an iron pickaxe, and once you mine the emerald ore, you get 1 emerald out of it. With the emeralds, you can craft them into blocks by placing 9 emeralds in the crafting square, making a full block, or you can trade them. And that is the next feature I want to talk about, which is villager trading. Villager trading is basically making the NPC villagers have some use. Basically, you go up to an NPC villager, you click on him, and he will offer to trade. Now, emerald ores are quite a popular currency, so if you have loads of ores on you, you can use your ores to buy items such as bread, or iron ingots, or iron armor, stuff like that. Almost anything, really. It's a random chance. They sell random things, and, different villagers sell different things. Also, you can actually buy emerald ores from villagers by trading the other way round. So say I could go up to an NPC villager and give him some iron ingots, and he'll give me some emerald ores. So that's another way of getting emeralds. Not emerald ore, sorry, he'll give you emeralds. But yeah, that's what emeralds are and what villager trading is. Now the next feature is jungle and desert temples. Now these things are naturally spawning structures, and they spawn in jungle biomes and desert biomes. Here are the jungle temples. They're made out of cobblestone, moss cobblestone, and I think they're made out of chiseled stone as well, the one with like the circle pattern in it. Yeah, I think they're made out of that. But basically, in these temples, there is loot. There's a loot chest, containing like iron ingots and apples and, stuff like that. But the trick is that these jungle and desert temples are rigged with traps. Jungle temples have tripwires. I'll get onto that later. And if you trip over the tripwire, you get shot with an arrow, so you've got to be very careful with that. But yeah, there is a loot chest at the end. The desert temples, they look very different compared to jungle temples. They're made out of sandstone and hieroglyphic sandstone. And if you mine the orange wool inside of it, you will drop down to a pit of doom where you'll be blown up with TNT. But there is a loot chest somewhere in there, so it's kind of like an Indiana Jones kind of thing. There's loot, but there's also booby traps. So yeah. The next feature I want to talk about is the Wither Boss. That's right, the Wither Boss. The Wither Boss is kind of like the Ender Dragon. It's another boss inside the game, but this time you make the boss instead of going to fight him. So like in the Ender Dragon, you go to the end and the Ender Dragon is just there. But the Wither Boss, you actually build him yourself and then he comes to life. A bit like an Iron Golem. You know how you build an Iron Golem and they come to life? It's like that. You build the Wither Boss by using soul sand with the same arrangement as a Iron Golem, kind of like a T shape, and then you put wither heads on top. 3 wither heads on top, and this will create the Wither Boss. The Wither Boss is a very powerful boss. He can be spawned in the overworld. I think he can be spawned anywhere, and you just fight him, and once you finish fighting him, you get a Nether Star, which is kind of like the equivalent of an Ender Egg. The Wither boss's attacks consist of melee. He kind of like flies down and hits you. He can also, he can fly, by the way, so he can fly up into the air and shoot you with fireballs, I think. But yeah, he's a very hard boss, and that's going to be a lot of fun in TU14. Next thing I want to talk about is sideways wood. You know the wood logs from trees? Well, I think these will be able to be placed sideways soon, like the pistons. You know how when you stand in different places, pistons face different ways? That's how the sideways wood is going to work, and it looks very nice for builders who want to build like wooden lodges and just anything made out of wood. It just looks very nice, gives them more options. And yeah, last two things I want to talk about in TU14, and that is the book and quill and tripwires. The book and quill is basically a book, but you can write in it. So you craft a quill with like feathers or something, and then you get the book and quill together and you craft that into a book and quill, if that makes sense. Once you've got a book and quill, you can open the book up, type your text in, close the book, and then give it to someone else. They can read what you writ inside the book. So it's basically like a big, it's like a sign, but you can write a lot more in it. However, I don't think this is going to be very popular because on the Xbox, you know, unless you have a chat pad, typing is very time consuming. You know, that keyboard pops up on screen, then you got to type each individual letter in, and it takes ages. But yeah, the book and quill is probably going to come to title update 14. Next one is tripwires, and this is a type of redstone contraption, and this is what I was talking about, which is in the jungle temples. And basically, it's a tripwire. You have two tripwire hooks, and they're opposite each other, and then in the middle you have the tripwire to kind of connect them up. Then when someone walks through the tripwire, it triggers it, and it sends a redstone current, and this redstone current can make, you know, you can make it do anything. In most cases, people make it blow up TNT or like fire an arrow at you or something like that. So yeah, it can be very interesting. It's very good for booby traps and protecting your house and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what a tripwire is. If you don't know what it is, just like search up on YouTube. But yeah. One last thing that I think will come to title update 14 is Dyable armor. So you know leather armor, it will become dyeable. You can use normal dye, apply it to your leather armor, and color it whatever color you want. So you can have pink armor, red armor, blue armor, you know, any color armor you want. And yeah, that is what I think will be in title update 14. There are a lot more features to discuss that might be in title update 14, but the features that I just told you about, I think have a very, very high chance of being in title update 14. I'm missing out all the other possible features out for another video, but this video contains all the features that I think will almost definitely be in title update 14. And why do I think that? Well, it's been roughly like round about 3 months since title update 12, and it's been roughly about like 1.5 months since title update 13, which was the bug fix for title update 12. And title update 12 was based upon the 1.2.3 version of Minecraft PC. So I looked at the next update, which is the 1.3.1 update, and I think 4J tweeted that it is going to be based off the 1.3.1. But yeah, that is the next update in line, and that is, you know, just like the logical thing that 4J Studios would work on next. They're working on the next PC update, trying to catch up with the PC, which I don't think is ever going to happen. 4J in their updates are a little bit unpredictable. They do bring some features that no one expects to come. So, you know, that's going to be mentioned in my next TU14 video. But yeah, today I just told you some of the features that are in 1.3.1 update, and these will almost definitely be in title update 14 because 4J would not miss these out. Also, what I said earlier, you know, it's been about 3 months since title update 12. They've had a long time to work on an update. It takes like roughly 4 months for them to develop the update. So yeah, they've had plenty of time, enough time to like code all these things like the wither boss and smaller features such as sideways wood and what else, like the ender chest. You know, those things won't take long to add into the game, I don't think. But yeah, big features like the wither boss, they're going to take some time. And yeah, today's video is the features that I think will definitely be in title update 14. So you can expect these features in title update 14. if you guys want to hear about some more features that could be in Title Update 14, just to give you a little insight, I'm going to be talking about flower pots, cobblestone walls, wither skeletons, witches and bats, and a lot more. Just check out the next video on my channel that's based on Title Update 14, and that's going to have, you know, just more juicy info on TU14. So yeah, I've said that word a lot today, TU14, but thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, slap the like button to show your appreciation. It just really helps me out, and just motivates me to make more of these videos, so I know you guys are enjoying them. I'm not going to make it if you're not enjoying it. But also, subscribe if you haven't already to become a tadpole today. Favourite the video if you're a #TrueFrog, and comment in the section below. What do you want to see in Title Update 14? Tell me right now. Tell me why you want to see it. And yeah, follow me on Twitter @TheFrogSquad and Facebook, facebook.com/TheFrogSquad. So I'll see you in the next TU14 video, guys. And until next time, I'll see you later, frogs.